Okay, how would you sell Malaysia to someone who is considering, I maybe should move to Malaysia?
Bro, we got good food.
Utah girls?
Chinese girls. Wait, whoa.
Utah girls specifically?
I cannot say we got Chen Li Ku.
But we
got you.
Flow party, and this era messy colors,
Welcome back to Yamcha Sessions, VFO VeryFastOne. Today is the 23rd of August 2024. In lieu of Merdeka in about 8 days, we are going to be talking about what we love about Malaysia. Unfortunately, today, no majority Bumi Putra here today with us because of time constraints and because of life.
It's also raining.
That's true. It's also been raining.
Oh, rest in peace, the Indian lady.
Yeah, apparently a body is found.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, what do we love about Malaysia? Let's start. Okay, MJ, what do we love most about our country? Oh, we're going to be hosting. You want to host? Doesn't matter.
You hosted already. So
Okay.
I don't know, man. There's quite a bit to learn. I'm not going to say the basic stuff.
Number one thing you love about this country.
I think is the fact that you have balance. You can have a balanced 8 out of 10 life in almost all aspects of life. So it's an 8 out of 10 life in all aspects.
So like job, happiness, 8 out of 10.
It's not the best, but you can get an 8 out of 10.
Okay. House space, 8 out of 10.
Right? Like, it's better than Hong Kong or Singapore or Japan or Korea.
Definitely.
Not as good as the US or Canada where you can buy a huge house for like 50K, you know.
Food is 10 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, food is 10 out of 10.
You get your own car.
But everything, you get a car. But then it's also not perfect, like where you can just drive, big roads, right? But it's good enough.
We focus on the positives in this episode.
I say the roads are great. The roads and the signs.
Yeah, improving. Really improving. Not just the highways, but also you guys go to KL now, it's becoming more Singapore-like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
the MRT is an 8 out of 10. It's not going to be the Shinkansen or Singapore or whatever, but it's still an 8 out of 10. So it's 8 out of 10 country across the board, but there's nothing stand out. So I think, we just need a gold medal. That's all we need.
You just need a gold medal.
That's all we need.
Okay.
Nice plug.
Okay. Oh, we go with Cup. Cup, what is your number one thing you like about Malaysia?
I would say
man.
my perspective is kind of on the deeper side already.
Okay.
So what I like about Malaysia is I would say we have a solid free market.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, free market wise, you don't really have the government stepping into the private sector, and we are led to run on our own essentially. I like that the government doesn't really step in. There's no real pressure on private. Starting a business is quite easy, I would say.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's like, if you look at the UK, you look at
America,
US,
whatever,
Australia, to start a business, there's so much regulation, right? There's so much certification you need to make that just starting out is such a pain.
Look at Japan also, the amount of paperwork you have to do to get Wi-Fi. My God.
Wi-Fi, you need paperwork.
Yeah, bro. Need 1 week, bro.
But at the same time, it's pros and cons to that lah. So it's like wild west kind of situation. So you got a lot of, there's pros and cons to that lah. Any comments on that?
No, I think it's quite a solid comment.
I think it varies by industry, and then the government tends to be quite supportive, although they still choose winners and losers sometimes. Like the recent, the IC Design Park where they picked 5 players. It's still 5, right? Better than 0 or 1.
IC design players. Can you just...
IC is
chips, semiconductors.
Chips. Yeah, we're spending like 100 billion ringgit. Yeah. That's the biggest thing in Malaysia.
Yeah.
100 B, yeah.
Damn.
RM.
So if you want to start a business and you have kind of good intentions, right?
Yeah.
And even if you make a mistake, the government kind of steps in just to like lead you back on the right path.
Yeah.
They're quite forgiving. They don't like blast you straight out the gate.
That's true. Actually,
They want to see if you have good intention and you want to correct yourself first.
Yeah. Actually, that's true. I think a lot of countries would probably impose a lot of like tax on you, or they will try to make your life a bit more difficult. You go through this form of
A lot of
paperwork,
places, they just pressure you until you shut down.
Yeah, that's
They don't
true.
give you a first chance.
Yeah.
Solid. Okay.
Damn aggressive, man.
My guy, Porgy. Number one thing you like about this country?
I like the diversity.
Wow. Please elaborate.
please.
a
Wow,
little
you
bit.
saying you like diversity.
Yeah, I like
What
diversity.
happened? Huh?
Chinese wife,
Chinese
Chinese
wife,
friends,
Chinese-
Chinese hot pot.
Chinese everything. I like the diversity. Like, you know, every day you go to a new place, you see new food, you see new people, you get new cultures. It's quite interesting to talk to all this thing. And
Okay.
I just like diversity. I think that's our strength and also our downfall as a country.
Let's talk about the upsides.
Upside
Let's talk about the
first.
upsides.
Sorry.
But diversity leads into food.
Diversity
Which
coming to
our-
food, which is, you know, what you say.
Poye is literally drinking a
Champing.
champing at like 15 minutes to 11 p.m. right now.
So
It's another underrated one, right? Is the fact that you can go into a random shop and just use the toilet and go out. I went to the UK.
No bueno.
No bueno, yeah.
Arguably, you'd be polite enough to offer to pay if it's a nice cafe lah. I think in Malaysia, I'd be like, auntie, can I just pay
Yeah,
you 2
yeah.
ringgit, just use the toilet.
most of the time, if I ask, they just say, yeah, sure, go.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
quite,
yeah.
quite kind, like, you know.
Yeah,
You
actually,
assume you can. Yeah.
my friend Susheng told me long ago, he said the greatest hack in Penang is that if you need to go toilet, go to hotel toilet. They're like, oh my God, you're right, way.
Yeah.
No matter what, you go hotel toilet, sure can.
And there's always hotel.
There's always hotel, yeah. Yeah. It's quite wild.
True.
Number one thing for me, confirm food, nothing else. It's like wherever I go around the world, more than 1 week, I suffer. I'm like, I would kill to have battalion fries now. I would kill to have like Hokkien mee. I would kill to have anything.
And just the quality, and you're able to get so much variety.
Yeah, and
Even-
cost, the
and
price
cost.
also. Yeah.
You're able to get Japanese food here, Korean food
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's
Everything.
all
Yeah.
great
And
level.
the gap is closing actually.
Oh, bro, I sometimes feel we surpass. Like, you know, sometimes like, you know, when I go to Japan, a lot of people ask me where you go for good ramen. I'm like, actually, you go Ippudo KL. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably better.
Let me ask you this question since you go to Tokyo a lot, right? How many Superman stores in Tokyo is better than Kanbe?
How, bro, the ratio is, there's a lot of ramen shops lah. But so far, I've been to
But is what Kanbe a high bar?
Kanbe is a high bar.
Base,
Right? That's my point.
But Kanbe, you pay a premium lah. Over there, you don't pay a premium lah. To be fair,
Yeah,
like over there, I think you pay like
10 yen.
2/3 of a price of Kanbe ramen, and the quality is like times 4. That's the thing lah. I think it's just the scale lah. But there's a lot, right? There's shit ones also lah. So in Japan,
But that's my point, right? The gap is so.
the gap is very, very. In fact, like I said earlier, you want good tonkatsu ramen, like the soup based one. I still feel like Ippudo here is pretty bomb.
Yeah.
You go there, it's like okay lah.
It's the same with Korean. Like I love jjajangmyeon, right? I waited like 2 to 3 years. Like where's that? The thing that I always watch in mukbangs, you know.
And then it's here.
Then it's already. The Hatamas got one.
Yeah.
163 got one. Yeah.
Because competition for food here is so damn high. If you're not good enough, right, nobody will come. Nobody will come. You will shut down very fast.
Yeah. Whether it's variety or whether it's quality or whether it's cost, like it's like you know your market if you go there. Like if you go to like let's say a small area like this, confirm right, if your food is expensive, die. You need to know your market also lah.
And then you get replaced.
Yeah.
So fast.
So fast. That's true, bro. That's
Yeah,
true.
in Stapat, man.
Yeah. Insta.
Yes, true.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we elaborate a little bit more
Yeah.
on what is that number one thing you like. So MJ, you said it's an 8 out of 10, right?
Yeah, I think what you get is choice, right? So again, if you want to climb the corporate career, you can do that. If you want work-life balance, you can do that. If you want to be on the beach all the time,
Okay.
like if you want to be in hospitality, there's like so many options here.
Yeah. Wait, let me elaborate on my question. So sorry.
Yeah.
How would you sell it to someone that wants to move to Malaysia? What is your number one selling point of this country then?
If you want a good life and you don't want it to be too crowded, this is the place. You can get a good life in Thailand, but it's crowded. You can get a good life in Bali, but it's crowded. You can get more or less the same thing, maybe even more in parts of Malaysia, and it's quiet. It's underrated, undervisited.
Actually, I think, right, if you go to Ipoh there,
It's dead.
it's dead, bro.
Oh,
Actually.
it's dead. But they have the best Kai Siao Fan there.
Yeah, bro. What's up with that, man? Actually, it's true. Even the Tau Fu there, pretty
The
good.
coffee there is like heart palpitating, bro.
Yeah.
Heart palpitating.
Heart palpitatingly good. You know?
Indie coffee joints over there.
So for you, you would sell them rather than overpopulation, the lack of population here plus the quality. You're saying,
Yeah. And I think gatekeeping it is Malaysia is I think it's a good idea. We don't want it to be too touristy, right?
That's true.
You don't want it to be a freaking Petaling Street or Jalan Alor. Petaling Street is an embarrassment. I don't like it. Yeah.
I think a lot of us don't like it. But it is something that is appreciated because at least it's somewhere I can tell people to go
But
come and visit
when
here
you
because I don't know where else to
Okay,
go.
I'll talk about this one is negative, so I'm not going to talk about this. But anyways, continue.
Positive first, positive.
Yeah,
Positives.
So I think the fact that you're getting so much for
what it is lah.
So for what you pay, and then also how uncrowded it is.
Actually, Patani Street is not that crowded lah. Let's be real lah.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about
Overall as a country lah.
Malaysia,
Yeah.
in general.
I
It's really
think-
not.
I think
the jam is not the worst.
It's
Can be bad, but I just came here from Bangkok a couple months ago.
that's true.
Jakarta has improved. By the way. Jakarta is better.
Jakarta is better.
It's better than Bangkok for
Right.
me, right? But it's still not. it's
Actually,
still,
what's the most crowded place in KL? Like density of people wise, I think it's probably Bukit Bintang crossing.
no, that freaking roundabout is 3KL.
Oh lah, people lah,
That's
bro,
bad.
not cars lah.
Subang.
SS15 roundabout, bro. That one
bad.
has been
No
jammed
lah.
since I was 7, bro.
I think the most populated would be Masjid Jame.
Masjid Jame.
Oh yeah, because of the work traffic.
The
Not
work
Pasar
traffic,
Seni?
morning.
the LRT.
Pasar
It's
Seni
either one of
area,
those
yeah.
lah. Masjid Jame or Pasar Seni. You will get the most people there. They want to interchange everything. That's the hub. And then you got foreigners, and it's also connected to Petaling Train and everybody. That will be the most people, the most crowded place will be Masjid Jame lah. You go Masjid Jame, you just go down, right? You just see people walking.
Wow,
walking,
COVID hotspot.
walking.
Yeah.
Damn.
I hope the new LRT, the circle line, is going to solve this. You know,
will definitely
finally getting a freaking circle line.
Yeah, wait, that's like Yamanote line in Japan.
Only
in
took us
Tokyo.
how many years?
It's not bad for our history. How many years are we turning? 60, 60. Okay.
61?
I agree with
I am
your
a terrible
point.
Malaysian for not
We
knowing
have
this.
a lot of good things that are distributed, like transport. You've got
But with effort lah, I think over the course of the last 20 years, right? I think with consolidated effort for sure.
So you mean in terms of transport?
I think overall, like if you turn back the time, right? Every time I see food in Malaysia, especially, I don't know whether you guys feel this,
Yeah.
but I feel this. I feel about this very strongly because of the food aspect, right? You know, when you're young, if you want Western food, you only have two types. You have fast food joint and you have hawker Western.
The sheep
the shit.
and Victoria Station. That's it.
Now, but like I'm going back in time, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
90s also, right? I think that is considered like premium steakhouse also.
Yeah.
But now, right, you can even find like African food. You can find like
Yeah.
This is wild, bro. And if you go to downtown Tokyo, you can't find these type of things too. You go to downtown Singapore, you can't find these things. I feel like over here for some reason we have this unique like man. I got this Russian food, bro. What?
Oh.
I don't even know got Russian food in like
Damn.
in Tokyo or Singapore or that also.
Don't
Like,
even know what Russian food is.
like actually it's quite similar to Chinese. I got dumplings and shit also. one.
Dumplings.
So one of the reasons why I think our food, to your point, one of the reasons why I think our food is so unique is because for some reason, three big cultures that are very big on food decide
Yeah.
to stay here, right?
That's
of course, you got
true.
Indians, Chinese, and you can say Islam/Arabic / Middle East,
Yeah.
all mixed together. And of course, you got the local Malay uniqueness.
Yeah.
So it's like
Trifecta.
it's it's like in order for the US to get something similar, they have to build New York, right? Where everybody goes there.
Hub,
And so then you get a hub.
and even that, I don't think New York was as good as here.
Really?
Or honestly,
I
like-
have no comment, but I'll
Serious,
take your
man.
word for
Like
it.
if you ask Andrew, if Andrew is here, you ask him like, is Manhattan like as accessible for food as here? I don't think so, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, my professor from New York used to brag about that shit. He was like, there is always
A melting pot, something lah.
No, he used to say you can get any dish 24 hours a day in Manhattan. And I was like, serious? Then Andrew's like, bullshit lah, fuck off lah. And it's true lah, I think. Not everything you can get 24 hours.
But going back to my point about 8 out of 10, why it's the only downside, if ever, for food is that we always get it a little bit later,
I don't mind.
right? Shake Shack goes to Singapore, then
I don't mind.
here, Mee Shue or or the Apple Store, whatever. We always like there's always a lag. But of course, if it's an itch that we really need to scratch, just fly down to the Pebble down south and then just come back. Lah.
Devil down
The Pebble down
The
south.
pebble. I thought the devil.
No, the pebble down south.
Yeah.
Which is another one, if I can add, is that you go Singapore, like it's so central in ASEAN. So
Yeah.
Malaysia. So
Actually, a lot of people I find also travel to Malaysia because it's easier for them to travel to different Asian countries later. It's kind of like their focal point. They go here and then they can go Thailand. Then they go Singapore. Then go
Like Malacca
Indonesia.
lah,
Then they go. It's like we're in the middle, bro.
yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully one day it will be really effective lah. but then it wouldn't be 8 out of 10 anymore.
Yeah. And by the way, you know why we are all 8 out of 10? Because Sabah and Sarawak also hasn't really unlocked its potential.
Oh, that's true.
Plot armor.
You know, a lot of what
Might
we're
be
talking is
coming
very,
soon, you know.
Yeah. A lot of what we're talking about is like peninsula oriented, right?
Yeah.
We forget that
Sarawak,
60% of the land is
Sabah
of
and
our land is still like not maxed.
Not
or maxed
tapped
out.
yet.
haven't increased the power of the armor yet over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. No, in fact, even in peninsula, it's just west, the west side only.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right,
we
you're
haven't
right.
talked about East Coast yet, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So like, there's so much going on, and the price you get as a foreigner going back to your question is just like undervalued, undercovered, high value.
Yeah.
Sounds like a stock.
Don't
8
sell
out
it
of
too
10.
hard. It will be known and then it'll be crowded.
Exactly.
It's okay. By the time then, you're old enough already. Kap, how would you sell Malaysia to a person that's considering moving here?
Ooh, on the spot already lah.
You cannot answer. I asked Pogi. Pogi confirm was something
Pogi
to say.
first.
Pogi, how would you sell Malaysia to someone who is considering, I maybe should move to Malaysia?
Bro, we got good food, bro.
Utah girls?
Chinese girl. Wait, whoa.
Utah girls specifically? Taruk. UC, sorry.
I cannot say we got Chen Li Ku. Like, you know.
But we
got you.
We got the pants of truth. Wait. I will stick to food lah.
Okay, you know, elaborate on why food.
Actually, right, I will stick to my diversity. Lah. I will say that we got a lot of food. With that being said, you got a lot of options every day. You never feel bored in your life.
Actually, I never feel bored in Malaysia.
Yeah. Today you don't know what to eat? Indian food lah. Tomorrow, fuck lah, I eat Indian food yesterday. You go to Malay food lah. Apparently now we got Russian food as well. I didn't even know.
But it's a lot, bro.
Yeah, there's so much diversity. In fact, that would be a problem because you don't know what to buy. Shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah lah.
that would be a problem. But I think I will go with the food. And now, the second bet is that I would just say we are much more lenient here. You can just work a 9 to 5. If you work in a corporate office, after 5, you don't need to give a fuck. You just go back home, you chill, and then you go back home and deal with the situation like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 to 5. We don't go like China, 28,
996.
25, 8 or 996, whatever lah, you know. Yeah.
God lah. If you want, also God.
Yeah, if you want, you need that addict, you can go work maybe or
You feeling like you
Ogilvy, you know.
you feeling a little suicidal.
There's always an SME around, you know.
There's
looking
always
to find you.
SME.
Ready to overwork your ass.
To multitask.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think the
multitaskers.
corporate here, they are not
Damn
as
good lah.
head on compared to others.
Once you hit
lah.
once you get the corporate life, according to my corporate friends, they can't go back into SME.
It's hard,
They
man.
can't. They can't.
Because 9 go, 5 out, done. End of story. Finish.
Yeah.
Probably like that lah, you know.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Monsieur
Nicholas.
Nick. Okay, Kap, what about you, man? What's your ultimate
Sales
sell?
pitch, yeah.
What's your ultimate sell?
To foreigners,
Yeah, a person that's he's not from Malaysia, but he's thinking maybe I should move to Malaysia. What's your number one sell?
I should have said
I
this
would
lah.
say economics lah. So
Oh,
you
okay.
can kind of survive in Malaysia on very little, especially if you can sell in international market. Let's say you're a foreigner, then you can do a business remotely in your original country. You can survive here on nasi lemak, RM2.50 after like 100% markup.
Wow.
But you are breaking the local market, so please don't do that.
I think there's a lot of places around the world you can do that, but there's a small market for people who can do that lah.
True.
Yeah. I think also I forgot to mention this, right? Like, don't you think if you just lived in Ipoh or Johor or something, not Johor lah, maybe you live in Ipoh lah, or like remote areas of Pahang and shit.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, I tell you, your land sure mad eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can survive them long, big house, your land,
You just need-
freehold land.
You just need proper Wi-Fi and a good stock amount of food, and then once a week you drive down to town and buy your supplies and go back up
But you know what's the best part? If they build the
Around LRT.
HSR,
to Singapore
then you don't need. Especially if they build the northern portion.
to Penang, the Penang.
No, because you know the HSR from KL to Singapore, they say what 3 hours.
that's still quite long, but okay.
But that means to Ipoh is sub 1 hour, you know.
Holy
To Penang's maybe at 2 plus.
Wow, I hope they do that.
Penang
man.
is 2 hours. Is
I think
mad.
so, right? Yeah, it should be bad. Or maybe 3 lah. Let's call it lah.
Wow.
Right, you drive down to Singapore how long? 5 hours?
Yeah, more or less.
You drive to Penang how many hours?
Four lah. Actually, almost 5 also. If you
Okay
take
lah,
a-
3 hours. So you can literally work in. So you know, a lot of people were fearful that if they we connect Singapore and Malaysia is that people in KL will all go to Singapore. I think that is
Lanjao.
a bit deluded because what I'm hearing now is that a lot of people are actually coming to KL as well. I'm not saying there's a net outflow or inflow. I'm just saying that it's not as simple as 3.5, therefore go, right? But what we have not considered is actually we don't need to build a HSR with Singapore first. We can build HSR with Penang. But then Ipoh. So people get to stay in Ipoh and then come to KL work and then just go back like 40 minutes. Look, when you drive back now, you drive how long does it take you?
Bro,
Too long.
45
What's
minutes at
that,
least from anywhere.
2
Right?
days ago, right, I fetched my wife from her office. Her office at Ara Damansara. Bro, I took
Ara Damas, bro, what's she thinking, bro?
1.5 hours to come back home, bro.
So if it takes you 45 minutes or 1 hour to Ipoh,
Well, I would stay in Ipoh.
Ooh, yeah,
stay in
man.
Ipoh, right? So you connect that, then build the economy up, land prices and then go up. Then after that, we
But then
connect to the south.
Ipoh prices will go up like mad after that.
For sure.
Not mad. It will just go up.
Yeah, it will just go up.
Not like mad.
Yeah, it won't.
What will go up like mad is KL prices.
Yeah, 100%.
That means if you got a property here, whoo!
Yeah,
mad.
exactly. So we can do that, then raise the standard of living. Then we connect to Singapore so that the imbalance not so big.
But I still don't think it's that big of a difference. If you look at Japan also, right, the Shinkansen has been there for like decades already. And it's still not the case one. What I think will happen is just mini economies within each thing that goes up a bit only. Because I feel, right, like, why, okay, I'll be very like straight up. If you are from Tokyo, right, you're not living in Tokyo. It's kind of like saying, hey bro, where you from? I'm from KL. Oh, so you live in Bukit Bintang. You mad, bro? I'm not living in Bukit
No
Bintang,
way,
bro. Majority of people I know, when you speak to them our age, it's like, hey bro, where do you stay? Well, I stay in Tokyo. It's kind of like saying, I stay in KL. Then you're like, oh, where? Then you'll say, oh, I stay in Saitama region. I'm like, bro, Saitama damn far, bro. What the fuck? It's like saying, I stay in Shalam. But that's the equivalent of saying, I stay in PJ, actually. They're like, it's not that far, lah, bro. Don't worry about it. To them, is the norm. To us, it's like, bruh, because we are the tourists there, so obviously you stay in the main area.
Yeah.
So technically, right, it's been around for a long time. So the Shinkansen will probably lead you to like, let's say you want to go to like Osaka, Kyoto, same thing to Penang, 4 hours. But no one actually stays in Kyoto and commutes to Tokyo. People still stay in Kyoto. They're like, I respect you, but I think I still here. So it's still a journey.
Yeah.
It's still a journey, I feel. So maybe just the mini economies grow, which is not bad.
Which is good.
It's still a good thing. It's still
Increase
a good thing.
diversity.
Yeah, I'm all for, purely selfish, I'm all for a 45-minute train ride.
100%.
Bro,
Ipoh
I'm all for
or
that. Think
1
about
hour.
the amount of jobs I can do with that, bro. No need to drive to Ipoh for work. I can just commute, do work and come back home immediately.
Yeah,
You know,
and you
there's
can work on the train.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because someone else is driving.
Damn it, man. Red
Yeah.
KL, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the view is amazing. Have you ever taken the KTM up north?
I have.
It's so
I
good,
took
right?
from KL
It
to
looks
Hat
like it looks like a Microsoft screensaver.
Mate,
slept.
not gonna lie. Felt like I'm in Japan.
Yeah.
Felt like I'm in Japan.
Exactly.
Serious.
You know all the paddy fields that we read about in Kedah in theory, right? Actually there.
It's actually there.
actually
And
there,
the
yeah.
service is pretty good too. Toilet also very clean.
And all for like 120, 150 bucks.
Bro, I got my 90 ringgit, mate.
It's literally business class.
It's business
For
class for
150
90
ringgit.
Never used
I
it
just
before.
want to say,
Your headphones, Wi-Fi,
yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube?
Wi-Fi, bro. Wi-Fi, bro. And there's a bar, bro. You can just chill at the bar and makan, you know.
Charge your phone.
Yeah.
Wait, you telling me that KTM got bar?
Yeah.
Gee.
Like a makan bar.
We call it
not a
like ETS or something like that.
ETS, it's called ETS or ETS, yeah.
So good. But the actual KTM in KL is so bad. Okay, anyways, this is not negative podcast.
Never. Where were we?
But I felt like even if you compare prices, right? If I'm not mistaken, Japan 4-hour ride is about 250 to 300 ringgit, and our one is a third of the price.
Yeah.
90 ringgit. It's damn crazy now I think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's good. Love it.
Yeah. It's just that when you reach the Kedah station, then you're like, the fuck happened
No,
here,
have you
man?
seen the Penang station? Wow, I go in the toilet. Every politician's name are there with
Is it?
profanities. Lim Guan Eng lah, Mahathir, everything is there, bro.
Oh, is it?
So interesting while I'm taking a pee, you know. Oh,
Whoa.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can wrap this up, but I suppose
We're not saying what we don't like about Malaysia.
Next
no,
one.
that's the next one. So if you are interested in listening to the negative side of what we feel about this country, the bad things, you just tune in to the next episode.
boy.
But I suppose we could wrap this up by celebrating Merdeka. But any wishes to the comment section? Maybe, because I can't think of any more
Put a
questions.
Malaysia flag in the comment section, I guess.
Put a Malaysian flag in
And
the comment
also
section.
maybe write what you love about Malaysia.
Yeah.
We may be missing something, man. You know?
Yeah, it's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's very difficult being positive. It is more difficult to be positive than to be negative. I have
In
to
any
admit that.
country, let's be honest. In any
Yeah,
country.
it's also because we live here. So technically, if I was Goldie, Goldie would go ham here, bro.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you have no idea what you're missing out on. Trains never come in Germany. You know, my place here is perfect. You just intro me to banana leaf fries. Screw you, John. Yeah. So comment Malaysia flag. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tune in to the next episode if you want to tune in to what we don't like about Malaysia. Peace. What's that sound out there?
Yeah, I'm hearing that sound so.
How many minutes are we in?